going to be Owned Noob versus HazelShade12. Now, Shade is participating for the first time, I think. Owned Noob, we ran into this before. I think has joined some of the other tournaments, but not Mystery Tournament. I think that's why my brain is like, yeah, I know this person.
A lot of people come in the in-between, and because we run a tournament in the in-between, they'll end up doing one of them first. Because, you know, especially with the general reach that the usual top 8 GDQ stream gets us.
Mm-hmm. Lots of new faces this time.
Which is wonderful to see.
Yeah.
I'm always hyped for that. I love seeing new people coming in and just going hard. It makes me so happy. And not entirely unrelated to the fact that that's exactly what I did, and it's just like, yeah, more people do it. I want to see more newbies come and win and like get to top 8, get to winners 3, come break the bracket for us.
There's been at least a couple where I'm like, they're new, but they are very good. So we'll see. These two, I don't have much of a read on. Let's see. HazelShade played Draxed in Level Down. Now, this was a wild platformer with a camera. Like, it was a 3D... You moved on a 2D plane, but it was a 3D rendered game. And the camera would, like, look a little bit left to right, so it was kind of difficult to judge jumps and stuff. And then if you got hit, you would go down to the previous level. You would level down. So there was a real tilt factor in play as well.
I remember that game, actually. That was... has that been played a few times?
Yes, that is a backup from a previous Mystery Tournament.
Yeah.
I think a top 8, even.
Yes, almost certainly, because otherwise I probably would have missed it because I would have been asleep.
And then Kieran H, this is not a glitch or anything. I'm pretty sure the game was called Empty. Versus Owned Noob. And I don't remember the game based off the name. My brain, much like the game title, remains empty.
Listen, if Marie set this up, a glitch does not lead to empty, it leads to null.
All I can tell you is the race comment from Rickery says, janky as hell.
Oh yeah, that's we love that. Hell, I mean, hell, this game was janky as hell.
Oh, this is really funny. In January of 2021, which would have been a Mystery Tournament, I guess, someone raced it, and their comment was, wouldn't recommend for Mystery Tournament.
To be fair, we've had that where I think I genuinely forget what it was mentioned on, but it was brought up that just by the general improving of skill of people in MT, some older games that were not contenders have now become like, no, hang on, this can be a fair race. Especially in like the Metroidvania sense. That used to be like a hard no. These days I feel like it's a bit more, well, it depends on the game.
Yeah. We just saw Hotel Transylvania for the DS, which was like some players got through without any trouble, but I think a couple did get a little bit lost.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of them do end up as like, okay, this is a late tournament only thing, just to make sure. We wouldn't want someone brand new getting screwed over by something like that.
Every now and then.
Also, like, let me know if I'm ever just like talking out my ass. I don't actually pick the games. This is just stuff I've picked up on over time.
No, I haven't. No lies detected over here.
Oh, but we've got a classic. Oh goodness, I didn't even notice.
Yeah, so this I got excited, man, because I love Sunsoft's. Well, this is also Sunsoft, I guess, but this Batman, the video game, the side-scrolling platformer with the wall jumps where he sticks to the wall. I love that game. This is not that game. This is the second one where he's got like a gun and he just like shoots all the time, I think. You know, Batman's gun that he shoots.
Of course.
And if I remember right, you gotta mash the button a lot while you play this game. This might be a mashy game.
Oof.
Now, did I get in here?
They got that thumb power. Or finger power, they may be on. But they're off. And look at that chunky Batman sprite. That's full sprite finesse, goddamn.
Yeah. Pretty good about using darkness to, like, just blackness to create depth.
Which, of course, you know, literally the same thing that was done in Batman the Animated Series, so it's a natural fit.
Yeah, totally. Did the slide on the beginning of this screen, which is an attack as well as like going low, and I think moving you pretty quick, so that will be important.
But not here. There's a nice old vertical section. Got some dudes throwing knives.
Listen to the music. Sunsoft just went nuts on the NES, man. Is this power-up blocking Noob shots?
Yes, it is. Also, this is Contra, the Batman. I'm realizing with these power-ups.
That was a very Contra power-up.
Poor Noob realizing these platforms do not go back up.
Boom, boom, bam, bam. Each letter gives a different gun. Guns do not do pickups of the same letter. Shoot the letter balls to make them change to a different letter. So if you find a power-up you want, you can make sure you get it.
And the death is not to the start of the screen, but to the start of the level. You have to see if there's checkpoints. I don't know if the pace...
If you die, you will start at the beginning of the stage. If you game over, you will start at the beginning of the stage as well, unless you game over on a boss. Then you start at the beginning of the previous stage. Okay.
Oof. Ninja Gaiden rules.
Yeah, do not game over. Well, I think previous stage here means like the stage before the boss, like.
Oh, I know, but that's just what Ninja Gaiden's just what comes to mind when like dying on the boss sends you even further back.
Yeah, that's especially brutal.
But punishing deaths for a standard platformer like this, it's just something you've got to deal with. Like, to be careful. Be aware of what dying will cost you and play appropriately.
Oh, noob, there's this gargoyle and it like the gun just doesn't work on it, and now it's zapping him with lightning and just nothing is going well.
It's because it's from Disney Afternoon, not Fox Kids, so it's like, no, this is the wrong show. I must kill Batman.
HazelShade is okay. Wait, you need to hit the face when it's glowing, I guess.
Yep. Brief
That's
moment
rude.
of weakness.
Okay. Oh, anywhere whenever it's glowing. Okay. Oh, new back to the start of the level.
I don't know how much lack of mobility you have when you're firing. Whether you can sort of fire and jump out of it, or... Oh, it's a blimp! Oh, no!
So menacing.
Blimps. Actually, Gotham loves its blimps, to be fair.
I think you could shoot up in this game. But maybe not.
I feel like with that vertical section, they would have if they could have. Yeah, so as far as the whole gun thing, I'm just gonna pin that to Batman just finished building his automatic Batarang launcher, and he's like, I should really give this thing a test run. This is like him casually trying to foil crimes.
HazelShade finds the slide, and it just all the end of a ledge and right off. So it's fast, but you gotta be careful with it, I guess.
Be wary, you can pull a Mega Man. Ooh, Hazel right in the swish into the pit. Also, Kieran bringing up, yes, this is an auto-scroller, which means the deaths are even more painful. It's a thing, you know? As in normal speedrunning, an auto-scroller is just annoying. In blind races, it's a cue for how you should play, and that is don't do it over if you can help it. But this one does seem to be a rough one. There's a lot coming at you, and not a lot of time to react to it.
I think that was health at HazelShade. Enough. pwndnoob trying to... There's not a lot of safety anywhere on the screen.
Am I empty? It's more likely than you think. The nature of MT means that we entirely auto-scroller and have it be valid.
There's got to be something to it. Like, the big thing with it is there's a likelihood that both players just do the auto-scroller and get the exact same time, and that's not good.
Yes, this is true.
The other thing is that progress tends to be big chunks in whether you do it all or you don't. And so that's not disqualifying on its own, but it's generally undesirable. It's between getting through with 1 health and with dying and redoing the whole thing is just finishing that to be what an entire race hinges on, right? If it's one of a couple things that determines the winner, then it's good. So that's what we're aiming for here.
Yeah, like auto-scrollers, it'd be more likely to be like 1 hit is death, you know, where it's like, no, there is only one route to success, and there is no health bar sort of thing. Whereas something here, it's one part of a larger race, so it's more appropriate.
So I think what's been tripping the players up is only the explosion on the floor is what hurts you. So HazelShade has realized that I can just walk through the green part that's coming down, and that makes this so much. But
that is true.
Oh, dies. I think maybe even at the end of the auto-scroller. I'm not sure.
Here's exactly a good point. Same reason we reject games for being entirely trivial and the entire thing except part. Yeah, that makes sense. That's a good thing. It's like, yeah, there's got to be a balance.
Hazel almost looked intentional. I don't.
This does seem to be an auto-scroller that rewards hanging back. So long as you keep firing to try and kill these enemies quick, staying at the back of the screen does seem to mean that you'll avoid most of the explosions.
I think it depends what part. There's a part early on I just saw Hazel got trapped on the back of the screen and had to jump forward and take damage.
That is true. But like
or maybe,
here,
yeah, this is
no
good.
Reason to run ahead. Sorry, pwndnoob made it to the boss.
Got a big guy with a big gun. You've got fighting game style health counters at the bottom.
Hang on, I've seen those drones before. That's reused assets from something, almost certainly.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Those drones, look at them. That's like you could not ask for a more generic NES drone. Also, I have no idea who this is. This is not a Batman villain. This is just a guy with a gun.
He's got the Riddler's color about it.
Jim Carrey, is that you?
He's jumping, he's shooting. pwndnoob is winning the damage race. It's not a very compelling boss fight.
Well, it's only the first one, but it's a touch to separate the boss health and the regular health.
Stage clear.
And actually, from what I hear, that sort of thing can help with just general. Unfortunately, I think pwndnoob thought that was a platform and not a rail. With it's like, yeah, okay, that's yeah, it happens.
So when you're stuck with the pea shooter.
Even anime fighters don't do health numbers like that. Well, you know what the answer is? They didn't want to program a health bar. Like, they didn't want, like, a dynamic health bar. They just said, just make it numbers, it's fine. This game comes out in, like, a week.
Yeah. fighting games to mind for me. Like, even though, like, every video game has your health represented by a number and the boss's health represented by a number behind the scenes. You know, whether or not you see anything or a bar or something.
Oh my god,
Whoa!
Hazel Sonic,
Super Batman.
Got the Chaos Emeralds, she's going. Okay, what was that?
Is opting to stay at the front of the auto-scroller this time. Whoa, throws in a slide, the edge of the screen saving her from sliding off the edge. Now, was this the end that I saw earlier? Yes, it is.
Yeah, so...
His end? Okay.
Just like Batman just standing there. What the fuck? I didn't notice he gets struck by lightning!
Guess that's part of his thing, I guess. I don't know. Noob is in some new part of the level that is more vertical.
The boss at the end of stage 1, according to the manual, is Killer Moth. I don't know who that is.
I think I've at least heard of Killer Moth.
I like that there's no vulnerability on the boss. It works well with the numbers, that you can just sort of go, 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 go.
Oh my god, the disjointed hitbox on the attack means Hazel's attacks are going through the boss, being point blank.
Someone give Batman a Totsugeki and an anchor. Wait.
Oh man, that would be too easy, I think.
Oh, Spruce, thank you for the raid. Welcome, we are racing Batman Return of the Joker, pwndnoob vs HazelShade.
Noob in the lead at the start of level 2. And if Hazel gets this kill on the boss, which is going to be tough, that Batman power meter is pretty low.
Oh no!
How are we doing on lives?
Yeah. She's back in. That's another shot.
We've seen Batman get powered up by lightning and turn gold.
Oh,
and
yeah,
get a mounted shoulder machine gun. You know, the typical Batman you we're all familiar with.
Maurice, I know this is a big ask, but can you put that comic panel in the space between us and the timer? Because that deserves to be on stream.
The comic panel, they say.
The one that was just linked in chat.
Oh.
It's beautiful. I don't want to read it, I want to let everyone see it themselves. If you don't want to wait, you can check the Omega number linked it in chat.
It looks nothing like the guy.
Yes, Maurice, thank you.
The Mothmobile.
I love it.
Rush to the aid of criminals. He's not even going to do crime himself. He's just going to drive around and look to help other people do crime.
He's a criminal for hire. HazelShade going down again, unfortunately. Not having the power-ups causing quite some issues. pwndnoob losing the bullet hell stat. Knew it. The Bat Pack.
This is incredible. It's just a shmup. It's just what we're doing now.
Listen, it's Sunsoft. They were like, listen, we know we can make these in our sleep. Just do it.
Go with us. Go with us. He has a jetpack. What do you think?
And they're like, will it fill in a stage without us having to design a level that works with platforming? Yes. Yeah. All right, it's done.
We just get some sick parallax scrolling going.
And to be fair, if you're a kid, you're like, yeah, jetpack, let's go. It doesn't feel like a rip-off at all.
So Noob's weapon was doing like 1,000, just chunking this boss. Whereas HazelShade's split diagonal thingy, maybe up close, yes, but
I think the key thing is, you don't. Oh no, you do take damage from touching because Hazel kept getting hit by the fire, which was just losing the damage race, but maybe finding the rhythm.
Yeah, you win the damage race if you stop getting hit, but unfortunate.
And that's a continue. Maybe may be able to come back with a better weapon.
It's
Time
true.
will tell, but that's still
Oh,
gonna hurt.
oh, noob! The bridge previously had a section that looked like maybe you could fall here, and Noob walked over it and didn't fall, and was like, "Oh, okay, it's solid." And then later on, a thing tries to walk over it, does fall through.
Oh, those tornado enemies are mean.
So this is not a hole in the bridge. Noob was jumping over it, but it's not. But the next one that looks like that, it is.
What's falling from the sky?
Oh man, this really is Contra. The snow level in Contra just has these missiles coming down. Oh, these tornado enemies.
This is mean. They just spawn in and hit you. Oh my god.
Yeah, this is the NES, all right.
This is like, all right, now either buy the game or return your rental. This is as far as you go.
Yeah, we sell Game Genies also.
I do definitely feel for HazelShade. Like, getting stuck on an auto scroller, it is a bad feeling. Like, regardless of how well they fit into MT, it hurts.
Yeah, I mean, we're 16 minutes in, and this is technically the second level that she's on, right? Like, you gotta be utterly you are behind at this point.
If she's able to make it to the boss, charge attacks. Oh no! Right at the end. That's unfortunate. Meanwhile, pwndnoob running into a wall of his own with these wind fellas, which feels straight out of Ninja Gaiden, if nothing. Those missiles are so rude. They blend into the snow.
What do you even really do about them? Like you
memorize them. That's it. That's the only answer. You remember they're there.
It looks like they don't spawn until like you're in the way of the path, and then it looks like you just don't even have time to. I mean, the slide, I guess, will definitely get you out of there.
I believe pwndnoob was going fast enough without stopping that you can get past them, but then you run the risk of running into a tornado.
Yeah, or that is a gap at that part of the. I guess you can walk over it if you're fast enough or something. Like Mario running over a one-tile gap.
I have just learned that I have played this game, so I guess I have to be an expert on this game now. I don't remember anything.
Snow level, apparently.
Well, yeah, it looks ass. I agree with myself.
Yeah.
Also, looking at the race, these times are insane. One of the previous races already finished like a few minutes ago.
Wonder if someone was farming.
Could also just depends what level of the tournament it was at. Winners 5 or something, that's a different story.
I mean, why is the Statue of Liberty so angry at us? Sending all this wind at us. Oh jeez,
There's really... It's just the colors. Like, there's absolutely nothing else. She has a sword, she's someone's wind, she's wearing some kind of Japanese robe.
It's a woman.
She's got long hair.
I guess it's a woman in a robe.
She's green.
Right.
Sorry, I guess that makes Hazel the Statue of Liberty? Maurice.
Yeah, HazelShade isn't... I mean, okay, the name is green in the top right, so a little. Kind of looks like it.
Also, the Statue of Liberty, isn't that not meant to be green? Like, originally it was a different color?
Well, yeah, but like the snowstorm is, like, corroding.
Very fast.
These missiles, like, they hit Noob, and I'm just like, yeah, I guess that's what happens at that part of the level. You just get hit by a missile.
I think I remember being confused because I was expecting a different game when I saw this being drawn in MT13. I think I was expecting the good one.
Yeah, the
okay.
jumping one.
Compared to NES games, this isn't bad. It's just really mean, which is normal for the console. So like, I wouldn't call this a bad game. Just rude.
Yeah, it represents a lot of what the NES has to offer.
Yeah, in the same way Acro the Acrobat represents the Super NES.
Oh, that might be right. I don't want it to be right, but it might be right.
You know it's right. Don't deny it.
It's tough.
You're all fucking nostalgic for bullshit.
Sometimes, like TPC will be like, "Oh man, that the SNES 64, it just nothing but shovelware garbage on it," and I don't know.
Yes.
I just don't play those games. I don't know, like just go play 30 of the greatest games ever made instead on it.
No. Here's the thing. Here's the fucking thing, right? Y'all are like, "Oh, Link to the Past is the best fucking Zelda." Oh, you just played. It's shit. Y'all are overrating it.
Boy.
Y'all, Mega Man X, it's the greatest game ever. Yeah, because you know the
what's
shit about the game and you're playing it blind. It's bullshit.
This is going off.
I
disagree for the record, but I'm definitely not going to get into a shouting match.
listen here. I will rip into the SNES every day.
I have no love for Mega Man X though. I think it's perfectly fine, but it's not a.
Okay.
I'm not like, oh man, Mega Man X. Oh, it doesn't get me going.
But Noob keeps sliding through these Statues of Liberty into his death.
Is trying to do something, right? Like it has whatever they've been doing up till now has just not been working.
Also, I'll give ID the RPGs on the SNES are generally, they are actually very good. There's a lot of very high quality.
I know this isn't me for once.
This is on HazelShade's side, okay.
The
boss looked like he is dead. Okay.
Oh, right. Yeah, sure. Right. Yeah. Oh,
I was
my game froze. Ignore the score that it's completely different from before.
I was eyeballing the health values compared to Batman's was at 50,000 out of 80,000, and the boss was at like 6,000 out of 40,000. So the damage race was very much in HazelShade's favor at that snapshot. So I'm not surprised to see Hazel has moved on to 2-1. Still a full sort of world or whatever you want to call it behind Owned Noob, but Owned Noob could be here for 90 minutes. Like I don't know.
But this is the one. Don't slide. All right. Only one L left. Let's see if Noob gets it and takes the L.
Oh boy. I think you can, if you know they are there after playing the stage multiple times, shoot a shot and then jump, and you will jump over the projectile that they throw immediately when they scroll on screen, and your shot will hit them.
Like some ninja thing.
Yeah. So they can be dealt with, but only once you know they're there and you remember that they're there, and also it's safe to jump because there's like you're not gonna fall in a hole or something. We get to hear the second stage music. It's got another banging bass line.
Upside, this being the first level of the snow means that dying at the boss won't force a repeat, hopefully. Unless there's only 2 levels in this world, which would be weird, but also not on brand because there were only 2 levels in the last world and no boss fight.
Yeah. Turnaround damage boost to slide on into the. Wow.
I was almost sure that after refreshing HazelShade, she was gonna be on stage 3.
It's just some kind of level.
That would be really
code.
funny though.
That would have been.
Yeah. I guess nothing we can do then keep an eye out.
Yeah, unfortunately, internet issues happen. It's just, this is why you make sure you save your races if you know that can be an issue. But
I saw Noob do a turnaround and just kind of walked away. Didn't even like emergency slide away or anything. And a missile landed well on the other side of the screen. So it seems like whatever triggers them to spawn is ahead of where they are landing. So if you can remember where all the invisible triggers are, you can bait them out and dodge them. Which be some way to get past them. Oh, I think Noob's jump got eaten by the falling missile. I'm trying to remember myself, like where all the wind. This bridge. Nope. Different part. This tree. Yeah, here they are. And then there's a green guy on the bridge. Right here. Still gets hit. Like I don't even know what I would really do to not get hit even.
Bright Shadow's right. Memorize and pre-shoot. Otherwise, that's the only option for stuff like that.
There's missiles after this tree, I think. No, after this jump. There they are.
Oh my god. This kept happening earlier.
It's like, hey, want to see me die? Want to see me do it again?
Is that just slide on ice, or is that like damage boost slide on
I think
ice?
It's the ice.
Or...
It's definitely the ice. Tokurai ice. I wish.
In Kabuki Quantum Fighter, if you are sliding on ice and then get hit, accelerate a pixel per frame every frame until you touch the ground. So you're in the air and you move 2 pixels, and then 3, and then 4, and then 5, and if you do it right, you're moving 18 pixels, which is a whole 16-tile block every frame before you touch the ground. All right, still has 4 health. You jump down this tree. It's gonna be missiles after this tree. They're down here. Here they come. Avoids 1 missile, still gets hit by the tornado, still gets hit by more missiles. But I think this is like a new part of the stage. Pre-shooting.
Just shoot in, shoot in, shoot.
But the ice prevents inching. That sucks. Oh my god.
My god.
I take it back that knew before, in much the same way. HazelShade still on 2-1.
Oh,
nice missile dodge.
2-2.
All right.
When you hear the music.
It'll come back.
Ah, yes, the retro asshole plap.
This music is so good.
Or
Yeah.
it is pretty rad. Or if you'd prefer, the inspiration for I Wanna Be the Guy.
Sunsoft was really good with... They would use the... So the NES has like an FM channel, like for samples. Like just like recorded sounds, basically. And Sunsoft would use that and for their bass and drums a lot, instead of putting the bass on a triangle wave and the drums on like a noise, like a psh sound, like a lot of games do. And that's what gives their music this richness to it down below, down in those lower registers.
Now I just want to listen to some Tim Follen again.
Noob with 3 health was trying to pre-fire against whatever these are, these wind maidens. All right, missiles coming in. Gets hit by everything and dies.
I miss Mothman. And HazelShade caught up.
3-1.
Boy, is that lived experience gonna make the difference.
This is a long process of memorization, I think, is what you're gonna need to do to get through this. A process pwndnoob has been undertaking for at least 15 minutes. Okay, pwndnoob is just running through everything now, and yeah, okay, is mixing it up, is running through green enemies, but is baiting and dodging missiles. This maybe has some potential.
Watch Hazel just run through this. I mean, there's a pitch to be made for just like bullshit. Let's go being the dominant strategy, but I don't know if it'll pay. Yeah. You know what? I'm just gonna stop trying to finish that sentence. It ain't working out for me.
It would be miraculous if HazelShade was to just bowl through this level.
Indeed. So at this point, there's something to be said. It'd be miraculous if either of them do. This is rough.
Like I said, I don't have a plan except memorizing everything and studying exactly what standing where causes these missiles to spawn, and then, you know, using that knowledge to do a right-left bait. The green enemies, I would just get hit by basically every single one. I would try to jump when I spawn them on screen, trying to pre-jump whatever tornado they're going to throw out, assuming they didn't throw the upwards tornado that they just do sometimes.
Yeah. Except for the one on this bridge, which you can't. It's perfectly timed.
HazelShade discovering the bridge does indeed have holes in it. pwndnoob with 3 health.
Just like, fuck this enemy, I'm out. Okay, this is a
This
tangible
enemy's
difference.
dead.
Is there anything
Missiles?
else here? Probably. Oh, I did the upwards one.
Yeah, I think the straight one would have gone over pwndnoob's head, and if they do the attack based off of your relative position to them. Like, if you're in the air, will they do the up tornado to hit you up there?
Okay. Jump now, Pony, just going for it. Fair enough.
So pwndnoob is basically just always going to take one hit on that missile green guy combination on ice.
Oh!
We've seen that one before.
The classic turnaround knockback sends you forwards. Batman channeling his inner Alucard.
Player kill a green enemy without getting hit by it. I'm not sure I've literally ever seen it.
Electrocutioner. Yeah, I don't remember who that is. I remember about Arkham Origins was the Deathstroke fight was rad, and the final set piece was kind of cool.
Same turnaround damage boost. pwndnoob just trying not to get hit. And hasn't found a way to do that yet. Whoop. Oh, it's
into the pit.
taking the intentional.
It was just Maurice playing it 5 times.
Oh, there it is. The jump over the tornado. Did not get hit by one of these enemies for once. It's possible.
Time to YOLO. Oh no, 2 hits. But only 2 and still with extra health.
Trying to get the pre-fire shot. Oh, come
You
on.
know what?
It shoots on like frame 1. You can't stop it. Oh?
Oh, well, maybe. We don't know. It's a...
Oh my god. It all makes sense. Everyone else was able to get through because Noob almost got through about 20 times and just came up a little bit short.
Just like that, we're free. No more snow level. Now there's just conveyor belts. Oh, everyone's favorite. The conveyor belt platformer.
This guy just
God, it's
throwing
Donkey Kong.
logs? What? Are those barrels?
Those are barrels. It's
They're
Donkey
very
Kong.
long barrels.
Oh god, it's Super Batman.
There he is. With his trademarked gigantic shoulder-mounted blaster.
Oh,
Oh.
what the fuck is this?
Where are we? These things on the ceiling don't look like cave anymore. They look fleshy. It's not a checkpoint, by the way.
Is the current like Rainwave remix a Turtles one? Because I keep hearing
Yeah.
Heroes in a Hat.
Yeah, it totally is. God, this guy's tanky too. Drops a B.
A certain number of B to become Batman.
Okay. Yeah, that's another thing. The enemies have not been dropping anything in this snow stage, so you can't even get the invincibility and power through it.
Oh, the knife! I won't lie, there's a part of me that at this point would try going left just to see.
Like at the start of the level?
Yeah, like if I died this much, I'd be like, I wonder if there's a secret power up here or something.
Oh, I see. It goes kind of up there. Yeah, that's pretty tempting. Got some Castlevania music. This game's got Castlevania energy. The way that you're not so mobile on the ground, and then you do this jump, and you're kind of just locked in the air. And the enemies have been positioned exactly the places you don't want them to be.
Is that Castlevania energy though? Because Castlevania punishes you for being cocky, whereas this is just like punishing you because
Because you walked onto the screen, yeah. It's a bit over the top. It's turned into a sort of a match of endurance, really. Noob has seen, I think, at least one other finish. Where are we? Bright Shadow has finished, and kind of a long time ago. So the players are aware of that potential.
But at the same time, it is Bright Shadow to turn around and knock back. Oh, it's so mean every time.
Can't wait for the snapshot to see where HazelShade is next. Ice still. OBS Studio reconnection successful.
3-3? I don't know. And that's still only ice.
Oh, I think Noob thought they were dead, but was not dead, but then because they go pit afterwards. Yeah, it's Ninja Gaiden enemies for sure, in the sense that like it just appears on screen and then like screw you immediately.
Yeah.
But at least in that game, the way you can run and jump around, you've got some than poor old Batman here and his stiff legs.
See, I'm sitting here like, well, hang on, how old was Batman in Return of the Joker? But then I remember that was a Batman Beyond movie. So I'm like, oh, alright. This was probably not based on anything.
Knife guy throws a knife. Oh, Noob reacts in time and runs away. Couldn't find an answer on what to do. Ducking didn't seem like it would go under, and jumping over seemed hard, and just got hit by it anyway. There's that turnaround damage boost. It was a Toad 22484 speed run. I wonder, he probably does some turnaround damage boosts intentionally. Has he still got this record? He's an amazing speedrunner. I wouldn't be surprised if no one had been able to beat him. I just... It would have been faster, I think, to look up the Batman game instead, because he's got, like, literally 150 games on here or something. Yeah, Toad's record from 6 years ago still stands. He ran this at a GDQ, I think, too. 2017, I think. Gosh, no one is even all that close to Toad, too. What? There's a Funk Doc time in this game? From 9 years? Now it really is Castlevania.
Just ignoring that enemy, probably the right call.
Down to 1 health. Wow, that is tight.
Well, time to do tap jumps. If you can, jeez.
Let's pay attention to jump heights and see if that's even a thing.
There, like, it can come down to, are you just the sort of person who always holds down jump? Because some people are. And, like, you just never figure it out.
Oh, Noob is trying to bait out something. Oh, jumps over the knife, and then, like, if they had just ducked and shot, I think could have actually pulled that.
But probably didn't expect to make it.
I mean, I didn't expect them to make it. And, like, that was, like, I don't think you can count on being able to do that again. Jumping and landing right in front of the enemy on the ledge there.
I shall return. I'm going to go grab leftover soda from Christmas.
Sounds excellent. We'll see you in a little bit, I guess. I got a feeling these players will be here when Adam gets back. Oh, we're going super mode. This was a big part of the early success Noob had in this.
Super mode is especially good because you don't take damage. Not so much the shooting that makes it good.
Yeah.
Right, how does this work? Yeah, so I was thinking too when I saw it, oh, can you slide? But no, you can't, because we saw, like, on the ice, you just fall like a sack of cement.
Yep.
So,
It's
the sliding is a bad idea.
A jump.
Yeah.
You do have the jump control. All right. Just a tippity tap of the button.
I mean, you kind of have to. The only alternative I could see is, like, jumping, turning around mid-air, so you get damage boost to the right. That's so weird.
I have returned.
Welcome back. Confirmed you do have jump control in this game. And HazelShade is here. Game. of 3-1 has been conquered. And honestly, I don't think pwndnoob has learned what he needs to learn to get through that auto-scrolling section. So if HazelShade can get there, I would say we're pretty much tied.
It's still anyone's game.
I guess that jump over the... Like, Batman's jump is only big enough to just barely clear the gap anyway. So it's actually weirdly consistent to land on the ledge right in front of that guy.
To be honest, did any playtesting, it's probably how they did it. Ooh, figuring out how to dodge the barrel. Oh no, and switching to the little bit better.
It seems to charge up, though, into something pretty cool. Takes the hit.
Just like, fuck it, I'll just go.
Alright, we need to see the little jump. That's a full jump.
Oh dear.
And it wasn't perfectly timed. It was 8 to get the max height of the ceiling to coincide with the max height of your jump. So if I jumped better, maybe it would work. You can just walk? Okay. I hate that the power-ups block your shots.
It is pretty rude. Oh, the little boulders.
Noob just takes 3 shots from Knife Guy, trying to get through, taking no hits. We haven't even seen what else the auto-scroller, or not the tromp or whatever that is when the wall's coming up and down. What else that section has to offer? Are we going to need to go in with a lot of health? There's going to be a boss. And dying to that boss is going to send you back here on a game over.
Making the executive decision to not blow up this box and just go. Probably a smart move, to be honest. Love it.
Has found the play to not get hit by the knife.
But to not get hit by one knife.
Right.
Sadly, the others are... oof. I think pwndnoob's really just gotta, like, either... Gotta stop running away is the key. Either just accept the hit, or accept that you need to jump over or straight up.
It seems pretty tough to do a little jump. Like, if you want to scroll him, like, be right on the edge of the screen such that if you take a single step, he's going to spawn in and throw the knife, right? You get there, then you jump and spawn him while you're in the air, so that his knife that he throws goes under you, is ideal. But it's tricky to do that jump without jumping into the hole.
Oh, for sure. Did science kick ass?
Here's HazelShade. The screenshot we get here, I think, is of her past that jump that pwndnoob keeps dying on.
Oh, it just walks.
Okay. Spiders.
Spiders!
Slides through. Okay. Is so scared.
Ooh, sliding into the spiders. Nice touch.
I think you can just walk onto this too, but the timing needs to be better.
To be clear, if HazelShade wins, we are definitely going to need a local recording. Not to distrust, it's only fair.
Yeah, I mean, unless there's like some kind of level select code, I don't even know how you would manufacture.
Sadly, there are ways to just turn a cheat on and off.
Got the auto scroller again. Oh, there are codes in the basement, aren't there? Okay, so HazelShade jumps into the spikes. I think I was misreading what part of the level I saw on that one screenshot from earlier. What screen are they in? This is 3-2. Noob has to the moving platform on the next section. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a question of mistrust, but of fairness. Like to have that happen, and especially to pwndnoob, and if he also is not mistrustful, it is only fair to, like, the SRL even tells you to save locally and make sure that there's a recording. Oh, Super Batman. Time to run.
Yeah, the Batman meter gets to 7, 8?
Oh, and falling in the pit! Oh, that's gotta hurt.
It takes a lot of Batmans to get back up to Super Batman. There's the frustration dance.
The wiggle of anger.
The 52-minute, why are we still doing this wiggle?
Whatever move this is, doing wonders against these enemies. Oof. The knife again. Yeah, just going for it.
Every success Noob has had getting to this section has been from just jumping and landing in front of that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Waiting for that spider to come back. It does.
It exists so... Nice. pwndnoob just like up. Ooh, the Batman like walk of anger, and like it seems to be working weirdly. I have to respect it. Oh, waiting for the cycles to line up. And there they go. Oh, and oh.
Okay, so how many lives does Noob have? I surely don't know, but all progress can be lost if Noob game overs on this boss. Well, not all progress, but back to 3-2.
This looks nothing like the image I found of the electrocutioner.
That's just a guy.
Maybe he's got simple a simple boss.
I mean, has got more health than the boss does.
Yeah, honestly, just keep walking like this, and pwndnoob's got it. Yeah, just don't. I wouldn't have stopped firing, but that's me. Oh, the dodge!
Perfect.
Nice. Keep it going, keep it going.
Oh wow.
Actually, yeah, you take more damage from the laser, so just face tanking the boss is a valid strategy.
Yeah, just walking through him when he lands.
This loop, I don't see why this loop would stop being a thing.
Yep,
And the numbers look good.
It's just a matter of execution.
Oh, it's getting a little bit. Okay, this is fine.
No, that's all right. The charging when not sure about the shots. I'm liking that. That's a nice touch, just to really cinch it in. Just deliberately taking the hit. Oh. Don't stop the loop. Come on now.
Please shoot the
there
boss.
You go.
I don't
there
understand.
you go.
Okay.
That's it.
Whew. A 55-minute victory for Untitled Noob.
Indeed. I'll be honest, very thankful as well. We don't need to worry about all the HazelShade's internet issues. Very well played too. Like just something clicked. Well, upon losing that Super Batman, there was just like a mood change in Porn Noob. It's like, no, never again, and just rolled through.
Well, we'll stick around. There's not much to see on HazelShade's side, unfortunately, with this internet connection. Though I would guess not too long, I think, before she'll finish. But we can maybe chat to Untitled Noob. And if we do that or not, shortly afterwards, we're going to have the grand finals of Gamesgiving. It's happening. And it's synced up exactly as planned with Christmas. Right? Giving. The season of giving.
Yeah.
That was the idea. It's perfect. We're joined now by Untitled Noob.
And congratulations.
So that was my first mystery tournament win. Was Batman NES. Ugh.
55-minute grueling endurance.
Yeah. I think I found 100 new and interesting ways to die in that game, and every single one of them tilted me.
You found the turnaround damage boost forwards off of a ledge, off of ice, off of a moving platform.
The supersonic slide into the abyss.
The endless tornadoes.
The invincible gold Batman power-up into the pit.
Oh, that one hurt me.
That one was amazing.
I mentioned it in chat, and I think it might have been visible because I spent like 10 seconds just not moving. I drank some water, took a deep breath, and that was all I needed to do. But genuinely, my working memory was not working. Every time I walked onto a new screen, I'd be like, oh, there's an enemy there that I've ran into the last 10 times, and I should probably remember, but it just never, ever.
Right. And it was necessary to...
Took a deep breath and thought about it and was ready for that enemy. I just fell off. Or I would get janked out by the ice, or just bad controls, or me being bad. All the things that make Batman NES hard.
We did notice, yeah, that the frustration wiggle of victory was it was quite the way to make that final run through.
Thank goodness, by the way, that boss is just a damage race, because if I had to actually think, I don't think I have the energy.
Yeah, when these boss fights, my brain was always like, how much health did you start with, and what fraction of it is remaining for both sides? Because if your fraction's bigger, then just keep doing that, and you're gonna win. Was this something similar going through your head?
I was trying to do clever stuff, but okay, it's in the air, I can't really hit it well, I'm gonna do the charge shot. But mechanically, I just do not have a grasp of this game. And as soon as I saw NES, I'm like, oops, this is before my time.
To be fair, I did pick up actually doing that quite well. I did notice
that.
I'm curious.
What was the boss, by the way? Because I don't think I ever fought the Joker or the Riddler or whoever was meant to be the bad guy in this game.
The first was apparently the Killer Moth, even though it was just a guy with a gun. And the second one was called the
Electrocutioner. Fantastic. I have not pulled up the stream yet. How's Hazel doing?
The stream has been up and down for Hazel constantly throughout the past second half of the match, so we don't really know. but we get little updates every time the stream comes back. So was trailing for pretty much the whole race, and then caught up in 3-2. You figured it out, and she's still going, I assume.
Yeah, I haven't seen the dot done, but I'm hopeful. Remember, I think it was against Adam at the first Games Giving game that Hazel got, and I went, this is not fair. This is way too difficult. Like, this is the sort of game that's not being put in Mystery Tournament in part because it's that difficult. And then you guys handed her Batman, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, this is
good luck.
This was from an early Mystery Tournament, I'm sure. So you said the NES was before your time. I won't be so.
I'm 31, and
okay.
I got an appendix burst when I was like 7 or 8, and it was great because I went into the hospital and it was ice cream and cookies, and I got to play NBA Jam and Mario Kart 64, and so my parents bought me a N64 in my recovery, and ever since that's been my game level. But the Nintendo and the Super Nintendo, I have very little experience. I just knew that this, as soon as I saw it, this is a Boogeyman game that people have mentioned as like Nintendo difficulty, and so I was like, cool,
Well,
let's
actually,
do
I
it.
think most people are referring to the first game, though this one definitely.
Yeah.
There's two Batman games that are just it's Batman the video game, and then this is Batman.
Hazel has unfortunately done the dot quit. Hopefully, if the stream was enough, her in here, because I commiserate. I want to have some. I appreciate the sympathy, but I want the empathy, or whichever one.
Yeah.
Whichever one from the person who's experienced the thing.
Yeah. For being a psych major, I can't actually remember which one's which. So.
Maurice is in here. Maurice apparently raced alongside this and forgot everything about it except his race comment.
Yeah.
Called out 3-1 specifically. So.
Yeah. I thank goodness, by the way. I think my comment was I'm just mad about the guys who are literally on the ledge, ready to throw things at you, into pits.
Yeah. All of them. All those guys.
When you think about like Bowser's castle, like it's clear that Bowser wants Mario to like save the princess. He needs the gig economy of stealing the princess to keep going.
This is why the Thwomps like they wait for you to come and then they go and Mario can get by, right?
Yeah,
I see.
They clearly want you to make it to the end and bait you 7 times with Toad. Spoilers. In this game, no. Whoever is the final boss of this game, presumably returned the Joker. So I'm gonna say the Joker. The Joker does not care about you. The Joker will put guys at the edge and have them throw things that, as far as I can tell, are nigh undodgeable. And as soon as I did figure out how to dodge them by approaching a screen, I would then forget everything else because that's the only thing that was on my mind. So, GG's to Hazel though. This was a brutal draw, and I wasn't sure every single minute that I'm just falling into another pit how the race was going. It was like a finish less than half my time too, which is never comforting. So.
Yeah, but that was Bright Shadows, so like,
yeah,
you're fine.
Yeah,
exactly.
Where this is absolutely not your wheelhouse, this is Bright Shadows. So.
This is, yeah, I mean, clearly. But annoyingly, this also happened in Gamesgiving, which is the only other event I told you guys where I won all the platformers despite not having a good showing and generally not causing anybody to be hopeful, and then continued to lose the puzzlers, which I'm generally excited about and want to see more of. I've been submitting a lot and trying to fill the pool with only the top notch of platformers and the most garbage of puzzlers, just so everybody can enjoy the things I enjoy.
Got it. You want puzzles, but you submit the bad puzzles?
Well, so, I mean, more Sokuban means that everybody gets more Sokuban.
It means the testers get more Sokuban. If it's a bad game, they're gonna reject it, and it's not gonna go into the pool.
Oh, I don't submit bad games. Bad games.
Okay, so you
you
adopted the position of the platformer gamer who's like, meh, puzzles, meh, and you're being like, here you go. No, it's good for you.
Yeah, I've only submitted like platformers that I really like. Don't only want people to like play in Mystery Tournament. I just want them to know about them, and it's really sad that I can't tell people because this whole community is going to be really excited to play some of the games that I'm excited for the full release of too. Like, I am not a platformer gamer, but I will buy the games that I'm excited about. So, I'm trying to do what other previous and like get Steam games into Mystery Tournament, because that's kind of been a gap, especially in MT16.
Yeah,
Well,
well, there's
we
not
have-
too many, like, there's demos and stuff, but there's not too many free games kicking around on Steam.
Yeah, for the most part, the paid games tend to be limited to top 8 or very end of tournament as sort of almost as a reward for that. Though there's something to be said that I know Hempuli loves to see us race games, and we always welcome devs. Like a blind race, to be fair, is a good way to playtest. If you wanna get us out there, like, you know, we're very happy to, like, if a dev says, hey, I made my game, can I do a spotlight race? We'll do it. We're the game. We love that stuff, you know? I don't know.
Yeah.
Just a thought.
It's I went to PAX West, which I've been going to for years, and this was the first year that I went with a Mystery Tournament mindset. And when I go play a demo and it takes 8 minutes, I'm like, hey, can you make a longer demo, please? And they're like, no. And I'm like, cool. Can I have the key then? And they're like, GDQ? And I'm like, okay. So it's good fun. I really hoping. I haven't had a single game that I've submitted pooled, and that's almost more exciting for me than playing the game, though. Nice thing about having Batman NES is it's quite unlikely that I'm gonna have a game as brutal as what I just experienced. So, Losers 2, here we come.
Yeah, it didn't kill you, and now you are stronger. That's how it works.
I to be clear, as much as I was tilting and making loud noises and slamming stuff over here, I think this was actually a fun experience at the end of the day. And now I get to go commentate myself. I gotta go. RTA Japan's going on, and I'm doing some translation for them. So
Yeah, I saw you on there.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
I'll be on
and they're
there
like
in,
an
like, 2
hour and a
days or
half ahead,
something.
so I need to make sure that they're not mad at me.
All right.
Quick. Peace, guys.
Take care. Noob, everyone. We're out of Mystery Tournament matches, but don't go anywhere. Maurice, are you doing this, or are we going to switch restreamers, or what?
No, we're gonna switch.
Okay, so the channel will go down very briefly, but we will be right back with Games Giving, the grand finals. It's happening. It's real.
No way.
So we'll see you
Finally.
in just a little bit. I've been Mythical 9.
I have been Adam Numbers, otherwise known as Faris, and I will be saying goodbye as I believe more than likely ID will be coming in to fill another commentator slot, so I will take that as a cue to step down.
Yeah, I think the Games Giver might also be here as well, so it might be none of us.
Wow. What a bad stream.
All because all the talent's right here, baby. What are they gonna do without us?
Yeah.
You'll just have to wait.
MFH is a group project, and I love it for that. I love y'all. I love the like, just in general. I fucking love the collaboration between everyone around here. It's great. It's ideal. Perfect.
Yeah. So please look forward to other wonderful people and their voices in their games in just a little bit. We'll be right back here on Mystery Funhouse.